Hello, I'm Jenny Joes, and this is my second spoken poem. Hope you all like it. It's titled as To You Who Hide It All. In the 272nd floor of the gigantic swirling building resides yet another personality. A little too lost, but unaware to seek. A little too marred, but attempting to heal. Even if one thing was done, the list didn't seem to shorten. There was a constant need to recheck, find flaws, but satisfaction was a word long forgotten. When it was time to hit the bed, indicated by the worldly hours according to PM, when the lights had erased the mark of its existence, when the blanket was romanticizing its reunion with the bed, her eyes were shut, but her mind was agitated as it was while rethinking every possible way to make the above sentences rhyme, aiming for perfection. Her dead, undead head decorated the ruins, finding errors of the past and probable glitches of the future, indulging in correction. Having kept the alarm at 7 with conflicting thoughts of is it too early or is it too late, her mind was driven. Alarmer than the alarm, her body would wake up at 5, 5:15, 5:25 till 7 in anxiety, in fear of losing a battle which wasn't even occurring in reality. On holidays, she would staunchly decide to take rest. The idea was to stay calm and think less. But paranoia would creep in and wound itself around her neck because exhaustion was the only way she knew she had repaid her debt. Doing everything was more of a necessity than art. She was to study, party, shop, plan for future, be creative, travel, and run away from the distracting messages of the heart. The simplest of things together made the deepest of cuts, cuts that just became ordinary valley with huts. When was she sleeping? When was she dreaming? When was she working? When was she living? I don't know which is more sad. She being sad or you not even knowing that she was sad. She has cried straight for half an hour and then been at a party dancing. She has consoled people for the same reason she was few minutes back crying. She has greeted people with the warmest of smiles when her own rib compartments were covered in ice. She has lived a life of contradiction, rubbing the unhealed wounds without realizing the friction. She was constantly rushing and jumping over feelings, unhearing the echoing calls for healing. The thoughts that hurt were overlapped with poetry, comedy, songs, and cooking videos. Sad? More YouTube. Angry? More study. Hurt? Play a sport. Lonely? Make the room clean and tidy. Her world lacked colloquialism. Depression doesn't only reside in silence in a cramped body. It often builds home in the widest of smiles, in overwork, and in the whirlwind inside your tummy. They say seek help. You tell others seek help, ignorant of your own disease. Have you ever thought how much should you work to be at peace? The answer might help you find help because others under the influence of your magnificent facade will never know the fact that you even need help. Today I address her as she, hoping that the scales of my skin have fallen off, exposing a better me. Others say there is nothing I lack, but the concerned say take a step back. I can't retrace my steps anymore, but I can try walking a little slower. Thank you.